Suspects have been detained in connection with that blast. RT's Ekaterina Grachova talked with some of those who witnessed the bloodbath in the heart of Minsk.
It is a day to remember solemnly here in Minsk. The morning after the tragedy, you can see piles of flowers, candles and icons laid around the entrance to the Oktyabrskaya metro station hit by the explosion during evening rush hours on Monday. Well, obviously emotions and feelings are running high as people want to be together on this day, and many before going to work make a stop over here to observe a minute of silence. How are you feeling this morning after the blast?
Terrible feelings. I couldn't expect anything like that happening in this country. It's such a crime.
I woke up thinking that I have to pay tribute to those who died. I wish a speedy recovery to those who are currently in hospital.
Well, among those who remember solemnly on this day are also witnesses of the attack. Some of them helped those injured the first minutes after the tragedy. Pavel is one of them.
Pavel, did you help give first aid? How many did you assist?
There were a lot. I helped one person to get upstairs. 3 others joined in. That person was seriously wounded. He was all covered with blood. There was also a man who helped 5 people to get out. There was blood all around. I still have it on my boots.
Witnesses say minutes after the blast they saw heavily wounded people being carried out of this metro station, including those with missing limbs. Now those injured many of them remain in intensive care units in hospitals across the city. Now to give you an idea, this blast happened during evening rush hours where there were so many commuters on the metro system. This metro station is the busiest in the capital of Minsk. This is where 2 metro lines intersect, so this is why there were so many passengers during this evening rush hour. Also, it's only 100 meters from the Republican Palace where lots of state ceremonies take place, and from the central square of Minsk. An hour after this blast, President Alexander Lukashenko said that a terrorist attack was the main version being considered. He also said that he would turn to Russia for a helping hand. We know that Russia has a huge experience in dealing with the aftermaths of similar tragedies. Apart from Russia, Israel and the UK will be also assisting Belarus in investigating into the causes of this bombing. Well, it's the first blast to hit the Minsk metro, and it's also the first fatal terrorist attack in the country's modern history.
Dmitry Babich, a political analyst from Russia's RIA news agency, says it's unlikely the country's political opposition is behind the attack.
There is a big temptation for Lukashenko to blame it on the legal opposition. I don't think it's possible, because most of the really prominent members of the legal opposition are in jail, or they're going through a trial right now because of the events of December 2010. So obviously these people have no interest in having this kind of a disaster happening now. And they are not evil people. I mean, some of them may be nationalists, some of them may be incompetent, but they're not terrorists. So everyone, I think, is lost in doubts and lost in guesses right now, not only in Minsk but also in other neighboring countries. Most of the opposition members, they started their careers still under the Soviet Union. They have been no novices in political fight, but most of them are peaceful people. In general, Belarusians are peaceful people, and I don't expect any of these opposition members to get as desperate as mounting this kind of a terrorist attack.
Stay with us here on RT. Lots more headed your way this hour, including Japan on high alert. The country's raised the